everyone, Videos like Pretty back with another how to play. Today we'll look at how to play this game, Cracked, which I believe is also known as Code at some point in time. And it's a game where we try to basically crack a code. It is for 2 to 8 players, ages 8 and up. Takes about 5 to 15 minutes. Pretty quick, light game by PTR Innovations. I don't know of any other games by them. I actually got this on, apparently they have an app, but I don't think it actually works. I got this on a Australian game website. It wasn't too bad of a price and really the only place I could find it. This came out in 2019. So what you get is 123 cards in total. You get this whole deck, and there's cards here that are number cards that are pink, and green, orange, and blue. And these all go from 0 through 9. There's 20 in each color total, so 2 of each number. And then there is also a bunch of special cards. Now there's also a couple of blank cards here which can be used as replacements or make up your own rules, I guess, basically. You also get these code cards, which is a main part of the game, 10 of them. And each one has a unique 4-digit combination. And basically the concept of the game is, at the end of the game, each player is going to get one of these code cards, plus 7 cards that I've already dealt out. And to win the game, you have to end up with exactly these 4 numbers in your hand. And that's how you win the game. It's a pretty basic game, I would say. There's also some special cards to talk about, because it's a take that kind of a game. It's very Uno-esque, somewhat of a combination of Uno and Phase 10, I guess, except that it's only one phase, basically. It's 4-digit code. You do get the 10 code cards. You get 10 of these swamp cards, which, if you have this in your hand, what you can do is play this card and basically swap it for the top card that's going to be in the discard pile, or the play area as it's called. Then there is this reverse. It's pretty basic, pretty simple stuff. 6 of them, and obviously it just reverses the direction of gameplay. There is 6 of these lock cards. This is basically a skip card. You play that and you skip the next player. You lock them out. Then there is 4 of these star cards. These are basically wild cards. You can use them as any number in place of one of these numbers. So if I have 3, 6, 8, and I don't have a 1, but I have this, I could use this in its place. The way it works. And you can actually use more than one, obviously, in a number. Obviously, you can't just use 4 wild cards, but you can do like 2 if you have to. And you have to hold on to these until the end of the game. You cannot play them at any time. There's also 4 pick up 2 cards, draw 2 cards basically. Play that, the next person draws 2 cards. And they also forfeit their turn, just like Uno. Go figure. Not too original. And there is also one, and only one, reset card. When you play this on somebody, they have to reset their card. They have to draw a new code card and start from scratch, basically. Again, the blank cards can be used to replace, replicate, or even design a new card with its own rules, which I might have to do. So we'll put all these aside, mix them into the deck. Now what we're going to do is divide the deck into 2 piles. Flip over a top card to form a play area. Damn, these are all action cards somehow. And then I'll use the 7 instead. And then this pile over here will be for the accent cards that you play. Your accent card pile. So on your turn, you start off with 7 cards and a code card. You're going to keep this secret, obviously, but I'll keep it face up. And I have too many cards, apparently. So I need 1, 3, 6, and 8. And I got a 1, I got a 3, and that's it. So what you're going to do on your turn is one of two things, basically. A, you need to match and discard a card or two with the top card on the play area. Or you can play an action card and do its ability. Which I don't have in it I can play because I can't play that one. To match this, you have to play either a card that matches this number, this color, or 2 cards that add up to 7. So if I wanted to, I could play this 4 and a 3, and I could choose to have the 4 on top or the 3. Or I can just match the 7, or I can match the blue, which is what I'm going to do. And it goes on to the next player, who is over here. They're going to do the same thing. What code do they have? The 0, 3. Ooh, they got all the 8s in the world. They're going to get rid of one of these 8s. So this player, they got a lock card. Yeah, what code do they need? 2, 4, 8, 9. Of course, he had all the 9s, or all the 8s, sorry. What is he going to do? Well, he could just play a 5. Or even better, he's going to play this card and skip me. So I get skipped, goes on to the next player, and maybe they just get rid of that. At any point in time, if you can't play, you can draw a card, and if you can play it, you can do so, or you can just end your turn. And even if you have playable cards, you can, just like Uno, draw a card and play it, or end your turn. Again, as you play, as you draw cards and make discards, you're trying to end up with your code. And if you do that, you win the game. It's a pretty basic game. Quality of the cards is, well, Uno-esque, maybe slightly better than Uno. But there's already some chipping of the edges because they use black borders and black backs. They should have not done that. But it is what it is. It's an okay game for what it is. That's basically it. You're playing cards and action cards, very Uno-esque. Except that you're trying to not go out, but end up with 4 numbers. That's Cracked, aka Code, I believe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.